I hate fitness influencer scammers like these, and these are
Photo was taken just
the exact kind of people and the content that they make that keep you stuck in your life in general, not just with your fitness goals and journey. So let's get into this one.
hours after these babies were born. Notice the difference? One baby stores fat evenly across the body, the other stores most around its stomach. This baby is from South Asia, and this baby is from Europe. And researchers found this exact same pattern in hundreds of Indian babies, even healthy babies. Scientists call it the thin fat phenotype, which means many South Asian.
So what you don't know here is, because I read ChatGPT scripts all day long for a goddamn living, I understand exactly what she's saying, and none of these are her words. She's literally put in, and I'll explain this to you. I'll show you every single thing here. But she's literally put in the script that she wants to be generated, and she's word for word reading out the entire script. So this stuff isn't even stuff that has come from her mind. She just told ChatGPT to make a script out of this thing, and she's reading out that script. Why? ChatGPT and AI is very simple. It speaks in 3 to 4 words. It speaks absolutely brainless. It relates to the lowest common denominator of IQ and intelligence. So, you know, you don't do this, you're this. You don't have this, you're this. You're X, you're Y, You know, you don't need X, you don't need Y, you need Z. Silly things like that. As soon as I hear it, I will call it out, because I read these scripts on a goddamn daily basis.
Babies were born with more body fat, less muscle, and higher tendency to store fat.
There you go. 2 words: lower body fat, less muscle, and higher
Around the belly. Now here's the crazy part.
Here's the crazy part. That's another twist. It'll give you a story, and then it'll
Researchers studied Indian families living abroad for generations, eating completely Western diet, and the same exact pattern still showed up, which explains why so many South Asian women feel like no matter how much weight I lose, my stomach fully never goes away. And honestly, understanding this changes everything, because your body's
that's a very stereotypical ChatGPT thing. And honestly, this changes everything. That changes everything. This changed everything for me.
broken. Your body just stores fat differently.
Your body isn't broken. Your body just stores fat differently. It's like three words, because it thinks that you don't have the intelligence to comprehend longer sentences.
Therefore, the goal isn't starving yourself and doing endless cardio. The real goal is building muscle, eating more
It's not this, it's this. The goal isn't this, it's this.
protein, and improving your insulin sensitivity, because the more muscle you build, the better your body gets at using carbs properly instead of storing around your stomach, which is why extreme diets usually don't work long-term for South Asian women. This photo was taken just hours.
So now, just so you know, this entire thing is absolute bullshit. Now, here's why. I literally pulled up my Claude code. Okay, oh, so here's another one I'll come up with too. I pulled this up because I was trying to find other bullshit stuff like this about Indian genetics and having bad Indian genetics. And this is r/Indian history. Why so many Indians have diabetes? It's not just sugar. It's a colonial legacy we never escaped. 2,000 goddamn upvotes. And again, because I work with AI all day, every day, this entire goddamn article has been written by AI. So now it's not just the M dashes that makes it very, 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 very clear, but this entire thing has been written by AI. And guess what? It has references out here too, which are also bullshit. So this entire article that has 2,000 plus upvotes, that makes someone that is insecure or thinks that they have bad genetics or something, makes them look at this image and be like, oh, that's why, because my ancestors or whoever the fuck my grandparents were like this, that's why I look like shit. Not because I don't know what I'm eating, I don't know what I'm training, I might be doing my I don't understand what programming and periodization even means. But no, none of that stuff. It's because my grandparents look like this, and some other black dudes or white dudes or XYZ dudes or Nigerian dudes' parents probably look like God-tier people or some shit. My girlfriend's Nigerian, she's right there. So anyways, so this entire article is fucking bullshit. Now, why? Here. This is my Claude AI, and I asked my Claude AI, write me a 1,000-word essay on why South Asians have a harder time getting into shape, and what they confuse as bad skinny fat genetics is just because of previous famine, trauma, and epigenetics. I want them to understand this so that they don't quit on their programs and goals just because it takes us a harder, longer time to get the same results. Make sure to provide references for the same as well. And my Claude AI came up with this, why South Asians gain belly fat, which, guess what, is literally her title, why South Asians gain belly fat. And then this entire thing goes, you don't have bad genetics, or like, you train like him, you eat like him, you sleep like him. 6 months in, he looks carved and you look softer. Same program, different mirror. So by the way, read this. You see that? 3-word sentences. You train like him, you eat like him, you sleep like him. 6 months in, this, you look softer. Same program, different mirror. Same two-word statements. Because again, Claude, all AI globally speaks to absolute idiots, and that's how you can tell when something's made for AI. It speaks to absolute idiots. So it goes all the way down, and it has 7 references on why South Asians gain belly fat. 7 scientific references. So you obviously would see a paper with a title like this or something with 7 references, and that would do what? It would remove hope from you and remove control and your locus of control and power away from you, because you must have failed 2, 3, 4, 7 diets before, and you're like, oh, that's why I'm failing, not because I haven't cracked the code, but because I have fucking terrible genetics. Now here's the best part. That was one Claude AI thingy, right? I literally opened up a side by side another Claude which said, write me a 1,000-word essay on how South Asians do not have bad skinny fat genetics. Rather, we have some of the best genetics in the world to build muscle and get shredded aesthetic physiques. Make sure to provide references for the same as well. And my Claude went ahead and created South Asian genetics and muscle, dismantling the skinny fat excuse. Blah 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 blah, goes through the whole thing, and then gets me 6 references on why Indians and South Asians have the best genetics to put on the best fucking muscle. So once again, your brain is looking for negative things. The brain, every person's brain is psychologically made like that. You're looking for negative things. So when a stupid ass article like this will pop up, or a trending reel like this will pop up where South Asians gain belly fat, and she shows pictures of 2 babies that have, one has fat and one doesn't have fat. How the fuck are you measuring fat on a fucking baby, bro? Like babies, some babies come out at 3 pounds or 5 pounds, and some babies come out at 8, 7, 11 pounds. Like how are you going to compare babies? Anyway, so that's that. Made 2 articles via AI for either one, whatever, what's the word? Something that I would like to promote, like the idea or something that I would like to promote. So that's that. In terms of, oh no, did I swing into this? Or okay, cool. So here's me. Here's my n equals 1, by the way, right? My n equals 1. When I was only playing football or soccer or something, and I wasn't eating and going to the gym at all, guess what I was? I was skinny. I was skinny. I was a hard gear. I was an ectomorph, like skinny. I had skinny Indian genetics, right? As soon as I started going to the gym and I started lifting a little bit of weight and started putting on a little bit of muscle, but I had no idea what I was doing with my food. I just increased the protein. I didn't do anything else. I started becoming skinny fat. Look at this guy. He has a tiny little bit of muscle. You can see pec separation and stuff. But guess what? He has a belly in front of the mirror. This guy's skinny fat. Once I started bulking hard and I started eating a lot more food and started getting a lot stronger, look at my glutes here. These are glutes of somebody that actually squats. This dude used to squat 3 times a week, every single week for 5 to 7 years in a fucking row. So you can tell there's a bunch of muscle there. The arms are actually thick. There's a little bit of pec, but he's quite heavy. He's quite fat because he doesn't know how to diet. So then suddenly I had bad fat Indian diabetic genetics, right? And then when I started using and juicing and stuff at the 7.5 years in or something, I started getting a little bit more muscle definition, separation and stuff. Not because I lost body fat, but because nitrogen retention just puffs up more muscle and stuff. So I started looking jacked fat, right? But it was still fat. I still had the bad diabetic genetic, whatever the fuck, Indian bad genetics. Same dude, in the same lifetime, in the same 10 years, within 7 years or whatever, has all of these different things, right? So this dude is also the same dude, which is also me. This dude, 12 years in, looked like this on the left, skinny fat, bad Indian genetics, bad diabetic genetics. And 12.75 years in, because this is 8 months after this. This picture is 8 months after this. I have an inside out ripped and shredded erector spinae. I am shredded to the fucking bone to a level where IFBB pros would die to get to this level. I have insane fucking ab genetics here. I look fucking redonkulous here. So how the fuck did this dude, me, go from looking like this, forever skinny fat and diabetic and bad insulin control dude, to suddenly having the most god tier fucking aesthetic shredded genetics and shit? How? Within 8 months. Was it because my genetics changed? It wasn't my genetics changing. It wasn't my cycles or some shit changing either, because this is 12.5 years in. I hopped on some PEDs and stuff after 7 years. So 5 years on PEDs also didn't make the fucking difference. So if 5 years of PEDs didn't make the fucking difference, then it must be either my approach to my diet and my training, which is exactly what it was. So that dude is the same dude, which is this dude, which is also me. So 12.5 years in, I look like this. 13.25 years in, I look like this. Look at how fucking ultra shredded down to the fucking bone this dude is. Look at how aesthetic this guy looks. So how did my genetics suddenly change? My cycles didn't change, nothing else. How did my genetics suddenly change? Or was it my genetics? Or was it the fact that I actually went out and I started asking people, Greg, Mike, Meadows, Jeff, hey man, how do you train? How do you eat? Give me some more tips and tricks and blah, 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 blah. And then once I finally did get the unlock, which is basically realize what I was doing wrong and fix those mistakes, this dude went from the worst genetics in the world, or some of the worst genetics in the world at 12.5 years, to looking like this in 13.25 years. So genetics aren't not what's holding you back. Here, this dude's podcast is live on my channel for the past 2 days or something. This dude had been training for 7 years and he looked like this. right? And in 6 months of us, he looked like this. He looks like he's eaten himself up 1.5 times, right? I don't know how and he's 20 plus pounds heavier, but 2.5 inches on his arms, and hit 100 kg bench during Ramadan, all within 6 months. After 7 years of already being in the gym and eating protein and trying to train in all kind of bro splits and push pull legs and everything else, 7 years dude looked like this. 7.5 years in, this dude looked like this, right? This is the difference. And he's natty 100%. He did not use any drugs or steroids or fucking anything. So the only difference is he didn't know what the fuck he was doing wrong before, which we fixed with his training, which we fixed with his nutrition, which we fixed with his recovery and stuff. And then he suddenly looks like this. So this isn't genetic changing. This is just what the daily practices you do on a daily basis, your process stuff that changes on a 6 month. And this is the difference that you look. Same dude, 7 years, 7.5 years in. Same dude, 7 years, 7.5 years in. His genetics didn't change, right? The only thing that changed was what we were doing on a daily goddamn basis. This is me and a tiny collage of some of the other people that I worked with. Okay, that was that. This thing. I had something else in here somewhere. Bam, 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 bam. Nope, that's not it. So the reason why by the way, yeah, so I'm a coach, of course, and of course I coach people. Like that's kind of why I brought this up. I coach people. Yes, I get paid for this stuff. This is what my living is, but you don't need to pay me anything. I'm not trying to sell you shit. My entire training program and my entire diet is out there entirely and completely for free. And I literally have college going kids, even as little as 16, 18, 21, 23 even, that can't afford to work with me. They've run this program and lost 50 plus fucking pounds, benched over 2 plates, all kinds of ridiculous shit. So again, if you want that program, just give me the word free, FREE. Just give me the word. I will give you my training program and my diet for free. You don't need to pay me shit. If you do want to work with me, then I'm going to make sure that you don't use 12 years or waste 12 years, 12.5 years of your life looking like this, only to eventually end up looking like this. You're not wasting 7 years of your life looking like this, and I get you the fastest possible results. That would be the benefit, but you don't have to do it. That's not why I'm making this. The reason why I'm making this is because when you read stupid ass fucking articles like this, or you watch dog shit ass TikToks like this by scamfluencers, you lose this. Look at this. Why South Asians gain belly fat? Like how limiting is this idea in your fucking head that this is what I'm contending with? Now, the reason why I made this is because I have a self-improvement channel for young men, and I talk about these kinds of things all the time that fucking limit your mindset and shit. Is this helpful to you to learn or feel or think that you have bad fucking skinny fat genetics? Because look at the comment section here. This entire comment section is nothing but people just victimizing themselves and crying because the colonizer made them starve and their body got a genetic mutation, blah, blah, blah. I'm Pakistani, was born skinny fat as well. I'm 24 now and still skinny fat. It's all in my belly. On top of that, I have this, I have that. All kinds of fucking nonsense. Like, the point is this helpful to you in any way? No, it isn't, right? All these things do is literally what all these people here are. It makes you a fucking victim. It takes your power and your locus of control out of your own hands, which is literally the only thing you do have control in life over. Yeah, you might have maybe worse genetics than some BBC bro, maybe some other white bro, maybe some other this bro, maybe some XYZ bro, but you can only do the best that you can do with whatever genetics you have. And very clearly, this dude, whatever his genetics were, took him in every single direction. And it was just the different daily things that I was doing on a daily basis that made me change my genetics all of a sudden. So once again, why am I telling you this kind of stuff? Because this is the bullshit that keeps you guys stuck for fucking forever. And it doesn't help, because are you at peace thinking, oh yeah, cool, man, I have bad genetics? Or are you fucking still miserable that you have bad genetics? And if you have kids or something and you want to play football or soccer or something with your kid, what are you going to be like? Oh, sorry, son, I have bad skinny fat genetics, I can't play football with you? Or would you want to suck it up and do the best and actually enjoy spending time with your kids? If you have a daughter or something, you want to put her on, you have a daughter and you want to put her on your shoulders to fucking have fun, we're gonna be like, oh sorry honey, I have bad skinny fat genetics, I'm supposed to be weak? Or would you actually want to find out a method to become strong enough so that you can actually enjoy your time with your daughter and put her on your fucking thing? Like, you don't need to be Nick Walker or Ian Valère or fucking, fuck, I love this guy, Flex Lewis or Sean Gordon. You don't need to be the number one in the world. You just need to be the strongest guy in your own fucking home. And that's it. This dude was benching 2 plates on Ramadan, doing entire fasting and water fasting and shit. Everybody can get up to a 2-plate bench, at least a 2-plate squat. Everybody can do that. A 2-plate squat, at least 2-plate, 3-plate deadlift, at least, and very close to a 2-plate bench, at least. So you very much can do these things, and these things are very much within your control. So do not listen to bullshit like this or bullshit like this and start putting it into your head that these are my genetics or some shit, because these are 1000% not your fucking genetics. I put this up there because I have a whole podcast on how to remove self-limiting beliefs, and it's literally got how to untake the black pill, because what these stupid influencer bullshit and these things and these articles do is they just put the black pill or self-limiting beliefs in you, where you lose locus of control or something within yourself. So please do not get scammed, or worse, do not lose hope and control in your own life because some person decided to put into ChatGPT, give me a script for why Indians have terrible genetics, or tomorrow it'll be why Indians have amazing genetics, because none of these people are legitimate. None of these people have their original thoughts or something. So do not let your life and your health be controlled by these people. So, end rant. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Yeah.